Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tory if you're new here, and today we are going to be doing some Crocktober recipes. That's right, all recipes from the Crockpot. I am super excited because today's video is in collaboration with Tamara over at Southern Wife Everyday Life. If you haven't heard of her, go head over, check out her video, her channel. She makes amazing content. Make sure you give her some love, hit that subscribe button. She has content all across the board, all really great, wonderful, tasty recipes, some cleaning motivation for you, and some emergency prep just like me. We have become really close over the past year or so, and it would just mean the world to me if you went over and checked her out. And if you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Tory. I am a wife, mother of two, and I live in beautiful northern Colorado. We like to do content on living on a budget, my vegan life versus my family's life, which is the standard American diet, and just about anything in between. So we would love it if you hit that subscribe button, became part of our YouTube family. Make sure you introduce yourself in the comments down below. I always like to say hello to everybody. All right, if you are excited, let's get right into today's video. Don't forget, all recipes will be typed out in the description box down below. We are going to start out with some Crockpot bread. So you're going to need 1 packet of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 cup of warm water. You're going to stir that up as much as you can and cover it and place it in a warm, damp area. And then I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes, let it rise, and add my flour. I'm going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You can use whatever flour you would like in this situation. And then you are going to add some salt as well as 1 more tablespoon of sugar. And then sometimes I like to add herbs to my bread. So this time I'm actually going to add some sage. It just reminds me of fall. And I'm going to give everything a big stir and then start to knead it together with my hand. Optional, you can use some olive oil and put that in after you stir it up a little bit. That's just something I like to do, especially when doing this in the crock pot. We are going to line the crock pot with parchment paper, but I always like having it in there just in case it gets a little sticky. So you will see my bread does not rise as much as it should. You could probably leave the dough for an extra hour if you wanted to, but I just left it on the counter for an hour. It still tasted just fine. It just doesn't look as pretty as a regular loaf would.
Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. And my love for you is insane, but I wouldn't change a thing unless you wanted me to. I'd do anything. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. Well, my love for you is insane, but I wouldn't change a thing unless you wanted me to. I'd do anything for you.
I served mine with some homemade maple and sage butter with a little bit of garlic. I just mixed all of those things together and spread it on my bread. It was super delicious, and you could save some for the rest of our recipes. The next one up is going to be this buffalo white bean dip. If you remember me saying in the beginning of the video, I do not eat meat, but my family does, so you could absolutely use chicken instead of the white beans, but this is how we are going to do it. I have all of my ingredients laid out right here, and I am going to be using my small crock pot. You are going to use 1 can of rinsed white beans, or about 1.5 cups of chicken if you're taking that route. You could also use chickpeas in substitute of this, or a vegan chicken substitute. Whatever your heart feels, whatever your family is going to be happy with. I'm going to use a pinch of fresh dill here from the garden, some green onions also from the garden, and then you are going to use 1 cup of shredded cheese. We like the chow blend. You could use whatever you want. White cheddar might be good with this. You can find chow in just about any grocery store now. And you are going to need 4 ounces of cream cheese, so essentially half the pack. We like the brand Kite Hill, and we like the chive blend. You can find that in a lot of grocery stores now as well. And then you're going to need a half cup of hot sauce, or however much your family can handle. We like to keep it mild because of our small toddlers, but you're just gonna basically put everything into this crock pot, give it a stir. I'm gonna put mine on high and go for about 2 hours. I like to serve mine with fresh vegetables, some of that homemade bread, and if we have enough extra, we always like to serve it over pasta, and we make like a buffalo bean pasta night. It's super delicious. So if you want to make extra, definitely double this recipe and put it in a larger crock pot.
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you.
Next up is going to be this Crockpot Minestrone soup, or however you want to pronounce that word. I am going to be doing mine a little differently, so if you make your family classic a different way, I apologize, but I am going to be using some spinach, zucchini, red onion, and carrot. My husband chopped this for us and put it in a bowl. That is why it's all together, so big shout to you, husband. So helpful always. And then you are going to need about a half jar of tomato, basil, and garlic sauce. Honestly, it could be any type of tomato-based sauce. I am doing a half jar, filling the rest with warm water, shaking it and pouring it in, and then I'm gonna add 1 more jar of warm water. I am also using this tri-bean blend, but kidney beans work as well. It really depends how you like your soup. And lastly, you are going to be adding some pasta at the last hour of the cook. So I'm just using some whole grain penne, but you could use macaroni noodles, honestly, anything you want. I'm going to season this up with onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of parsley flakes, salt and pepper to taste, and then let it cook on high for 4 hours. And on that 3rd hour, I'm going to add the pasta, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. I feel like all crock pots cook differently, so definitely keep an eye on it. And then I am going to serve it on one of these fall chilly days with some of that homemade bread. Crackers are really great with this, or just a classic salad. I am showing you here that for everybody else's in the family, I like to add these Italian style meatballs, but I just cook them separately and then add them to the bowls, and that's how we eat soup together. It's pretty easy being a vegan and non-vegan in this household.
Trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you.
After 4 hours, this is how this came out. The noodles took about 45 minutes to cook, and I ended up serving mine with some really delicious bread. This soup really hit the spot on this chilly Colorado night. I heard snow was in the forecast, so I'm super excited. I'm going to end it here. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, so happy you came over and checked out our video. Don't forget to head on over to Tamara's channel and check all of her lovely content out. I will link everything in the description box down below. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I will see you next time, y'all. Bye.